Today is March 16th, 2025. After years of going back and forth, couldn't decide what I wanted to be when I grow up. I've done pretty much everything you can imagine. I've advertised on safe lists, traffic exchanges, free this, free that. I've even bought email names and mailed them out only to get shut down for spam. I've tried pretty much everything. I've had dozens of domains, built dozens of websites, but nothing ever really panned out because I never really followed through with anything until just recently. I was always, going here and going there, and I was going in 100 different directions, and I couldn't decide, what to do. And so finally, I sat down one day and I said to my wife, I said, Sherry, what do we want to be when we grow up? We're retired now. We got a little bit of an income, but I want to travel a little bit during the summertime, and I don't want to have to scrimp and save for every nickel that I get just so I can have a little fun in the summertime, and then have to pay them back them credit cards, and it's a lot of stress. And just recently, I had a heart attack. This is from a combination of a lot of things, over the years, stress, having to work a job, job scared, afraid, you're going to get fired, you can't take care of your family, eating out, not eating healthy foods, not exercising enough. It's a combination of everything. And, heart disease, it don't discriminate against anybody. In fact, it says black people are the ones that die the most from heart disease as any other nationality there is. And Spanish people, people from Spanish descent, have the lowest rate of death among heart attack victims, heart disease. So, now I got a restricted diet. I can only eat so much stuff. And it's really kind of hard when you got to just change your lifestyle just like that because I'm 66 years old and I've still got a lot of life left in me. I want to enjoy life. Life's all about enjoying. It's not about just sitting at home all day and doing nothing and hoping maybe something comes along where you can afford to do something or these last few weeks have been pretty stressful. I had a heart attack, and then a tree fell on our house, and then our son got in trouble. It's just been a big mess. Then our granddaughter fell and broke her finger. She's like danger-prone Daphne from Scooby Doo. She's just every it seems like every other week she's falling or something. She must have two left feet as far as I can tell. But so we put our heads together and we prayed about it, and we decided that we're gonna concentrate on family kitchen and crafts for the next 3 or 4 months. I'm going to go to rehab, twice a week for my heart. They're going to teach us how to eat, what to eat, exercises to do, and like that. And I found a book online called Healthy Heart. You can pick up a copy. I'll leave a link to my website. And I've got on there, you can name your own price. It's just like, what is it, Progressive Insurance? Name your own price for Flo. Well, this is Name Your Own Price, Mark and Jerry. If you want to give $1 for it, fine. You pay for it and it'll take you right to the download page. You can download it. It's a PDF file. It's a real good read too. I read it yesterday. I've read it a couple times already. and it gives you some really good ideas. But also, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks too when I go through this rehab, because these people, there's all doctors. They got a doctor there on staff that monitors you. They put a monitor on your heart so that if you're doing too much, you got to stop. They'll stop you. They said they've already had a few people that had heart attacks while they was there. So they want to make sure they monitor you good. And it's good because then I will learn, what we can eat, the best times to exercise, the best times for this and that. Usually the morning time, I believe, is the best time for exercise anyways, but I'm going to ask all these questions. I'm going to document all this stuff because I'm telling you, heart disease is the number one killer in the world. Not just in the United States, but all over the world. Some of these countries, they have better, excuse me, my battery's going low on my computer here. They have better, food supplies and like that, but there's certain things they don't allow in their foods, like red dyes and yellow dyes like that, where they do here. But RFK Jr. is going to be taking care of that pretty soon. He's going through all this stuff because there's a lot of bad things. These food companies, they don't care about your health or, actually they want you to be sick because their buddies, the pharmacy companies or the drug companies, can sell you drugs to make you feel better but not cure you. They don't want to cure you. They want you to stay sick so they can make money off you. It's all about the money. And that's sad because, there's a lot of ways to make money in this world without making it off of other people's, misfortunes. I just don't think that's right. That's why I want to help as many people as I can, have a better, healthier life, enjoy life better, not be so stressed out. Because, society just makes life stressful. I mean, the cost of goods are so high, and a lot of people can't afford them because they really don't have nowhere else to turn. They don't know how to go out there and, make extra money or, live a healthy lifestyle because they don't have nowhere to go to do that. Nobody's giving them the answers. A lot of people want to get healthy. They want to get fit, but then you show them how to do it, they throw a fit because change is hard. People don't want to change, and I really don't blame them because I didn't want to change either. I loved eating Domino's pizza and McDonald's and all that stuff, but I can't do it now. My arteries are plugged up. One of them was 95% plugged, the other one was 75. The Widowmaker was 75. They said if I'd have let that gone too much longer, it would have killed me. I almost died as it was because that one artery was plugged up. So, you know, get yourself checked. There's warning signs. I had dizziness a little bit every once in a while. I get dizzy. I'd short of breath. I thought it was just from getting older. I didn't realize it. My arteries, they look like tar pits. They was all plugged up, and they had to put two stents in, one on each side. And I don't want that to happen again because I'll tell you, that was the most painful thing I've ever went through in my life. My chest hurt so bad, and the sweat just poured right out of me. And my wife, she was freaking out. Man, I was sitting here in a chair. My granddaughter says, because I was like this, I kind of slumped over because I could hardly breathe, and my chest hurt so bad. And she grabbed me, come on, let's go. And she went to the hospital. I mean, she went through red lights and everything, blowing the horn. And they got me in there. And she helped me get in there because I could barely walk. And sat me down at the desk there. And the lady says, you're going to have to come over to this other window. And I said, I can't move, man. I'm having a heart attack. Holy smokes, man. They come whipping out there with a wheelchair. And they got me back in there. And they put me on a monitor. And then they took me in the back quick. And they stuck some pills down my throat. Excuse me. And the guy, I hear him kept saying, no, we're going to take care of you. Don't worry, we're going to take care of you, and we're going to take care of you. And I think they saved my life there. I guess they gave me some nitroglycerin pills or something because I still felt awful. But, I knew I wasn't dead, but I sure felt like it. I think I was really, they told me I was close to death because it was just right on the brink. So they took me down to another hospital, and they performed surgery on me. There's a couple little holes in my arm here. They did one that night, and then the next day they did the other. They did one side, and then they did the other side, and I had to stay overnight in the hospital a couple of nights. and then they sent me home. And now, we're going to do this rehab. So I want to keep everybody informed because heart disease is real. It's not something that's made up. You want to be here. You want to live a good, long, healthy life. I know most of us don't think about this when we're younger, but people as young as 20 years old and have heart attacks. Anywhere from 20 years old on up. It just depends on your family history, your background, how you eat and like that. So make sure you follow a decent, healthy lifestyle. They want you to eat organic eggs and organic meats and fruits and vegetable. Anything organic grown. They don't want you to eat meat where all the livestock and everything's just crowded right together. Free range is the best. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but you need to cut back on your portion sizes. I know it's hard to do because I went to the doctors and they give me steroids, and let me tell you, I'm hungry 24/7 now. The steroids. In fact, I'm hungry right now, but I can't eat right now. I had a little yogurt this morning. So I'll tell you, there's another thing right there, honey. A lot of these, like the keto diet, I used to follow that. And, now the more that I read into it, the more that I know it's not really a good diet because it restricts too much. Because they don't want you to have honey and like that. Well, honey's got a natural sugar in it, and I'll tell you, it makes some of this bland tasting food taste pretty good. So give it a try. Well, I'll leave a link to my website, familykitchenandcrafts.com. You can check out. There's a book about heart healthy or healthy heart. You can purchase it. There's also some other stuff in there. I got a resources page with a lot of interesting things about life. So if you're looking for stuff, you come to the right place. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again in our next video. This is Mark from Family Kitchen and Crafts saying thank you, and we love you, and God bless everybody in your family. And don't forget to get your heart checked. Get your heart checked, please.